Hi, Mark. What has impressed you most about Keshav's captaincy in these 5 matches that he's been in charge?
What has interested me or
impressed you?
Impressed me, sorry. Look, it was sort of expected from Kesh. It's not his first roadshow he's been around, especially in conditions like this before. He knows he's got a great feel for the game, especially when you're playing a lot of spinners. So we're expecting to be like this. I just think the communication and the confidence and trust he has in the spinners. There would have been a lot of other captains in maybe 1 or 2 of the games where I think it was the first game where he bowled Aiden in the power play. Aiden went for a few runs and you're still brave enough to bring him back towards the end. And that confidence that he showed in Aiden sort of, Aiden fed off it and produced the goods. So I just think that he's just got a good feel for the game, and also the way that he dealt with especially his spinners and the players was great, and it shows that he's got great leadership within our unit as well, which stands in good stead going forward, especially in spinning conditions.
Morgan and then Telford.
Hi, Mark. Congrats with the series clean sweep. What are you making of Quinny's form of the bat of late? It worked out last 10 innings, 455 runs at an average of just close to 57. So you must be happy that heading into a World Cup in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah,
very much so. Quinny's been in great form. He obviously went through a bit of a tough time after Pakistan and that, but he came in. He's been fantastic in the team environment. We all know the player that Quinny is. So you can't keep a player like that down for too long. I think he's in a very happy space at the moment. I'm happy that we obviously missed him in the one-day setup, but I'm happy that we gave him a little bit of time off after the 100. To rest up a little bit, spend a bit of time playing golf or whatever he does, and then came in and he rewarded us with that break as well. So he's a big name going into a World Cup. So him being in the form that he is, and also good to see that he's carrying his bat through as well. A player like that could easily just go out with 30-40 runs to win the match and lose his wickets, but he's showing a lot of responsibility as well, which is fantastic from a coach's perspective, and it's great to see him in form, and he'll be a big name for us in the World Cup.
It's Telford, and please indicate guys on the chat panel who would like to go after him.
How's about? Congratulations on the hat-trick of T20 series wins. I just wanted a game like today, the series is won, it's done. People say, yes, you play for pride and you got the national badge on, but how do you actually get up as a team to perform as well as your guys did today in a game like this where there's not a lot on the line?
I think there were some personal goals. This team realizes that we're definitely not the finished product. So there's a lot of things that we speak about after each game. We had a very good chat yesterday with regards to where we are, the lessons we've learned sort of coming from the West Indies, and where we want to go as a team. I think they took that to heart as well. Kesh had some good words to say as well, along with a couple of other senior players. Today I think we tied the record for most wins, T20 wins by a South African team. So that was one of the sort of records that was brought out by one of the guys in the meeting. So we were playing for that, but also we understand that going into a World Cup, you've got to treat each game as importantly as the others. So this becomes a bit of a habit, being able to lift yourself up for games that maybe you expected to win. You've still got to go out there and win it, as we've seen in World Cup. So I think it's just part of the growth of the team that we're not really focused about the outcome. It's more about the process and what we're doing in the build-up to big games, and also games where maybe there's a bit of a dead rubber. I think that's just part of our learning process and where we want to get to.
Stuart?
Mark, there's been quite a bit of discussion about the balance of the team, and I know you carried 5 frontline batsmen throughout this series. Is that something that's going to be the structure now going into the World Cup, or is it a case of horses for courses? And I understand that Miller and Van der Dussen were injured at different points, but do you go horses for courses, or are you settled on that structure as far as the team is concerned?
Definitely not horses for courses. I think we have a look at the conditions. and have a look at a few combinations that we have got. You know, we've left out under quite a few times, but he's been a fantastic bowler for us. You know, we get to a wicket and we feel like he could be a match winner, then we must play him. You know, we've also got a lot of spinners we can turn to now, which is great to have, especially going into the UAE. So we'll have a look at those conditions and, you know, and weigh up whether we need to carry an extra all-rounder, extra batter. We have got those options. So definitely not horses for courses, more like playing the conditions. And we believe that we've got the players to be able to put out successful combinations, you know, having a look at what conditions we're going to get.
We'll finish with Zayed.
Hi, Mark. Congratulations on the series victory. Just in regards to Aiden's obviously going off to IPL, you know, and it's in the conditions that you're going to play. What do you want him to learn there, and just also, and the other IPL guys, what do you want them to come back with from that tournament?
Yeah, look, we've spoken to the guys going off to the IPL. Obviously, they need to stay quite disciplined with the way that they are doing their work over there, and realize that we want to peak at the right time as a unit. So we have spoken with regards to that. There are a couple of things that I've spoken to individuals that they could maybe work on, but more just, you know, about picking up any sort of bits of information about playing in those conditions. I think you know, it's going to really get them ready for a big tournament. I'm not too sure who's going to be playing what games. We've all seen the IPL that a lot of guys get there and they don't play cricket. But I think, you know, if they manage themselves well and get some good time in the nets and get used to those facilities, it'll stand us in good stead. I think it's a great opportunity for a guy like Aiden as well. He showed that he's grown a hell of a lot in his game with his different options that he's now got. So I think this will be a great experience for him, as long as the guys, as I said, they look after themselves and make sure that they're peaking for us at the right time.
Thanks very much, everybody.